y'all hanging in the wind. That ain't like me to keep y'all hanging in the lurch like that. But there's a lot going on. So when there's a lot going on, you know what I'm on. Taking care of business. Now, let's get back to brass tacks. Y'all know who Issa Rae is, right? So I don't need to introduce Issa Rae and say, this is Issa Rae, this is what she does. You already know she's a famed producer, director, Insecure. If you date a black woman or you got a black sister, they know who Issa Rae is. So let's put that into perspective. All right. That's the Flash. He goes as non-binary now. That's Ezra Miller with the lipstick. Ezra Miller is played in a lot of roles, a lot of character roles, and now throughout his career, film career. And most recently, he was having some troubles functioning, and he was getting caught in a lot of cases. And Issa Rae was like, this dude ain't been canceled, but they have canceled so many people for having one little incident. Like you look at Cuba Gooding Jr., right? Cuba Gooding Jr. was charged and accused for groping a woman when he barely touched her in a video. And they blacklisted, talking about locking him up. He won the Oscar. I know this is ridiculous. I agree. This is ridiculous the way we're doing this with my tampering. But still, it must be said. So here we are. Now, Issa Rae was talking about Hollywood and called out Hollywood. She was talking to Elle magazine. She said, I think we're regressing depressively. Well, I don't support people jumping into immediate conclusions and thinks it's entirely fair for investigations to happen. I think it's extremely important, like the mantra says, listen to women. It's gonna be real. The stuff that's happening with Ezra Miller is, to me, a microcosm of Hollywood. That's a bold statement. Because if you look at Ezra Miller's past few years, now this dude who, like I told you, he classifies as pronouns and non-binary. So he's been accused of inappropriate conduct with women, one minor, a 12-year-old, and been arrested twice. Now they're saying, and back in August, they said, well, we're going to have Ezra Miller go in for, he's going to go and complete complex mental health issues. He's going to go to a facility. He has mental health problems. But this guy is the future of a billion-dollar franchise. You put him as the face of a billion-dollar franchise. Oh, it's a double standard by far. So she says this is the person who's a repeat offender, who's been behaving atrociously and often to shutting them down and shutting production down. There's an effort to save the movie. That's a clear example of lengths that Hollywood will go to save itself to protect offenders. So don't do that. And women may be able to thrive. They won't have to live in fear of keeping silent because it'll ruin their careers. It's just a constant pattern of abuse that only persists if Hollywood continues to insist on being this way. People have to be held accountable. There have to be legitimate consequences. Hollywood is very bad at consequences. It's literally the worst industry when it comes to punishing people for misdeeds and actions because money will always reign supreme. So, what she was trying to say is that's something that even by working in the industry, we're enabling. So, it's hard. What I have realized is that I can control my own environment and who I work with. I can hold people accountable within my world and my bubble. Remember I told you about people in their bubbles? I don't have to work for everybody. All money isn't good money. All people aren't good people. So, Ezra Miller, I first seen him in this movie called We Have to Talk About Kevin, where he played this troubled son who ended up becoming like a psycho killer dude. So you mean to tell me this is the way up or the way down? As I told you before, when you don't run the industry shows you they run you. Now, here's why Ezra Miller isn't punished. He's in charge in the face of $1 billion franchise. 1. 2, he's Jewish. And he's in charge in the face, rather, of $1 billion franchise. Cut and dried. Print. That's it. So that is the reason he's protected. That is the reason everything has been going the way it's been going. So so we're clear. That is why she's upset. And we think about all the other people who have not gotten this break. So they said mental health issues. When this man is on videotape assaulting a woman in a toy store, and he's the Flash in the movie, he made Grant Gustin look bad. Who's the Flash on TV? People were thinking it was him. He was like, oh no, not this Flash. Y'all got to deal with crazy Flash. Not me. So let that sink in. That just shows you Hollywood, they control what they control. It isn't about the victims. It isn't about right or wrong. It's about he's the face of $1 billion franchise. And he's Jewish. And we're not going to let our Jewish son, who's in charge or the face of this $1 billion franchise, to hold this up anymore. We will not allow it. We will put all these minor crimes behind us, pay behind the scenes, and everybody moves on. The end. And then we have the Flash movie. How you gonna do a PR press tour with Ezra Miller going to sit on couches, holding conversations to promote the film? How is that going to look? What's up, Marty Ball? Well, he classified as non-binary. So when you classify yourself as non-binary, what you mean and say is you're going by pronouns they, them. So yeah. So these are the reasons he's been put into play. Yeah, crazy, ain't it? Well, of course. But now you done put yourself in a bad predicament. You put yourself in a bad powwow. Because Issa is right. But see, she's got the courage to speak up. Because it don't affect her bubble. So she can speak out about it. Other people who are in that bubble he at, they can't speak about it. Now, think about the other actors that's in there. See, they have all the causes that are against these things. Abuse of women and support of all these foundations. And what would they look like sitting there in a movie with this guy? It hurts them. So a lot of them are not happy he's still in the film, but the film's already made and finished. So it's like, we're finished this film, and if it's a success, and everyone's saying it's a great film, we got 2 more of these to make. And he's under contract. Even if this was a finished film, had that been a brother in there playing that role, and brother had been on tape doing all of this activity, we all know, ain't no save the film my butt. The brother would have been replaced the next film. Oh, we gonna have to replace him. He won't be promoting this movie. He would be in jail. So that is the other part of this. Why isn't Ezra Miller in jail? I mean, geez. The track list is long. I'm just saying. Everybody's thinking it. Have you heard anything about the case, the trials, anything? Why did I say he was Jewish? Well, because Ezra Miller is a Jewish man. This production is ran by a Jewish production. And, I'm just stating the facts. So I would think him being the lead actor in this role, he is Jewish. It's a Jewish production. I don't think there's anything wrong with calling and saying that might be one of the reasons he's not in jail. not just because he's the head of a $1 billion franchise. It's not anti-Semitic when you say it's a Jewish-ran franchise and he's Jewish. I mean, how is that anti-Semitic? He's Jewish. He's not, the crimes he's done is not because he's Jewish. No one ever said that. I don't know what anybody talking about. But no one's, y'all making it sound like we're saying he did crimes because he's Jewish or something. It's baffling. No. He's protected because it is a $1 billion movie and it's a Jewish project. And he just happens to be Jewish. So he's not going anywhere. You look at Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey was snatched out of a movie that was going to do 600, maybe 600, 300 million, whatever. Snatched him out and they shot the whole movie over with a whole new actor. Replaced all the scenes with Kevin Spacey. The studio basically paid for an entire new movie. All the money in the world. So Kevin Spacey was replaced. But Ezra Miller, why? Because he's the face of a $1 billion franchise. He's got a 3-movie deal, I believe, with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is a Jewish ran business. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you didn't know that. And Ezra Miller just happened to be Jewish. That's just it. So I'm just saying. These are facts. It's not an attack on Jewish people. It's just stating the fact. Man, this Andor jumping off. So, yeah, I've been watching this Andor getting caught up. Boycott the Flash. Now, I ain't saying that shit. Hold on a minute now, Rondell. I ain't say that. I ain't say all that. I ain't say boycott the Flash. Now, hold on, goddamn. Wait a goddamn minute, Rondell. Who said we boycott the Flash? You are out your mind. No, it's called character building. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't think everything that's happened so fast. And that's why y'all end up with crap shows. Character development. That's right, Julia. Right. It's not like because he's Jewish, he's doing all these crimes. That's not, nobody's saying that. He's done a bunch of crimes. So he got to face the time. You seen the video? He was at a wedding and attacking somebody. He was choking somebody at a bar. Then he on videotape assaulting a woman like in a toy store, in a KB toy store or something. It's like, what the hell? This stuff's on tape. Then he's been accused of a parent of a 12-year-old boy. And then like harassing them and stuff. It's a bad record. Like anybody had this bag that was black, they already know. They ain't like, man, I'm pulling out the movie. Brother would have just left. He knew if he got all this in the bag, oh, he ain't getting that movie. Brother out the door. We just already know it's gonna be different for us. Right. I'm a people person because I had the pleasure and a chance to meet different people in different races and learn. Like how many people in the projects in the hood, we ain't gonna see no Indian people unless they working at the restaurant. All the white people you meet are probably authority figures, cops, teachers, etc. They in an authority position that you normally meet, or you meet them at work. So where we grew up, it wasn't even the Hispanics. Only when we go to the restaurant or we had seen them in school. Other than that, we didn't really mesh or cross it over. So you're ignorant to their life, their culture, their beliefs, and then you find out the world is bigger than your block. So Issa Rae, I understood exactly why she did what she did. She pointed out the double standard because it's like, look, this ain't acceptable. Ezra Miller should not be like getting praised and rewarded in all these second and third and fourth chances when you've kicked people out the door for less. I mean, look at Isaiah Washington. What y'all did to him, and he ain't did nothing to nobody. He called the gay man the F word. And now, because of that, and he didn't talk about the Democrat, oh, he got to go. He's a bad man now. So it is what it is. You know, people understand it now. Oh, don't worry, Diana. Make sure you always get some sleep. It's on the internet. It's not going anywhere. So if you miss it, this is why you could always watch it back. Right, I wasn't gonna make this long. I just wanted to make this short anyway. They've been holding back my notifications and everything. We gotta try to fix it and find out and get past their spam and all the stuff they've been doing. So until then, I'm out. What's up, Nick?